In the silence of the northern morning, a shadow takes to the wind. Broad wings stretch against the sun. White head gleaming, eyes locked forward, the bald eagle rises. Majestic, commanding, not just a bird, but an emblem, a survivor, a legend reborn. 7 feet from tip to tip. That's over 2 meters of wings slicing through the air. The bald eagle isn't built to flap, but to glide, to ride invisible currents for hours without wasting a breath. Despite its name, the bald eagle isn't bald at all. The term comes from an Old English word, bald meaning white, referring to a bird's snowy white head and tail feathers that stand in stark contrast to its dark chocolate-brown body. Those golden eyes, 8 times more powerful than ours. An eagle can spot a fish swimming in the shallows from over 2 miles, or 3 kilometers away. It doesn't just see its world. It reads it from the clouds. Every inch of its frame speaks of power and precision. Females, often larger than males, can weigh up to 14 pounds, over 6 kilograms. And though their bones are hollow, their presence in the sky is anything but light. Where there's water, there may be an eagle. From frozen tundras in Alaska to sweltering marshes in Florida, bald eagles thrive near lakes, rivers, and coastlines. Anywhere the hunt for fish is worth the flight. Here in Alaska, over 30,000 eagles rule the sky. And further south, they're returning, repopulating territories they lost decades ago. Proof that a legacy, once nearly erased, can be rewritten. The bald eagle doesn't just nest. It constructs fortresses. Season after season, pairs return to the same site, reinforcing and expanding their towering homes high in the canopy. Some nests grow to over 13 feet, 4 meters in depth. They can weigh more than 2,000 pounds, or 900 kilograms. Enough to crush a rooftop. Enough to tell the story of decades spent in the sky. Their bond is forged not just in instinct, but in ritual. Mid-air courtship displays, bold and dangerous, renew loyalty year after year. These birds often mate for life, raising generation after generation in the same ancient tree. Each spring, 1 to 3 eggs are laid. The parents take turns, incubating, protecting, feeding. But only the strongest young survive. The sky, even from the nest, demands endurance. Gravity bends to its will. The bald eagle strikes with unmatched accuracy, talons forward, body streamlined. In one motion, a trout is plucked from the surface. Each foot is armed with crushing talons, gripping at over 400 pounds per square inch. With sharp spicules on their toes, slippery prey has little chance of escape. But not every meal is earned. Sometimes, an eagle opts for theft, harassing other birds mid-flight until they drop their catch. Efficiency, not honor, defines a good hunter. Strength is obvious, but intelligence? That's quieter. Eagles remember feeding grounds, learn the time salmon runs, and adapt their strategies when hunting gets hard. Though solitary most of the year, when the feast arrives, they gather, hundreds of eagles in one place, negotiating through posture calls and silent stares. These are not mindless birds. They are thinkers with a hierarchy of their own. Chosen in 1782 as the symbol of the United States, the bald eagle became more than an animal. It became a national emblem, a spiritual guide to many Native American tribes, a banner of strength in war and peace alike. But beneath the symbol, the bird itself began to vanish. DDT, a pesticide once hailed as progress, devastated eagle populations. Eggs became too fragile to hatch. Forests fell. Gunshots echoed. By 1963, only 417 nesting pairs remained in the lower 48 states. The people changed. DDT was banned. Nesting sites were protected. And little by little, the eagle returned. By 2007, they were removed from the endangered species list. Today, over 300,000 bald eagles soar across North America, from extinction to triumph, a resurrection few wild creatures ever get to write. What you didn't know. They don't sound like the movies. Their call is more like a sharp whistle. Hollywood usually dubs in the red-tailed hawk. Juveniles don't get their white head and tail until 4 to 5 years of age. They molt once a year, replacing feathers over several months, sometimes making them look scruffy mid-season. They can dive at over 100 miles per hour, that's 160 kilometers per hour, when hunting from a great height. Some eagles live up to 30 years in the wild. In captivity, they've reached over 50. Lead from bullets, car collisions, shrinking wetlands, power lines. Today's threats were modern faces. And yet, with every nesting pair, every thriving eaglet, the story continues upward. This isn't just a victory of science. It's a reminder. When we choose to protect something, the skies answer back. Once, we almost lost the eagle. Now it soars again, a master of air, a sentinel of water, and a living symbol of what could be saved if we dare to care. Join us each week as we travel the planet. From bugs to beasts, deep sea to mountaintop, subscribe to Animal Exploration, because nature still has stories to tell.